Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Peter and you're watching Deaf Gallon Camping. I want to thank you for stopping by. If you guys have watched any of my videos, you know this channel is supposed to be about going out on adventures and camping and our camper, truck camper or flatbed. Things we're gonna do to it, on the solar and the upgrades and all that. And we'll get to that eventually. Once we get Katie home and get settled and get everything squared away after she's gets home from recovering from being in the hospital for so long. So. I've been staying in San Leandro with her. Right now, I just left our boat in Isleton. I had to run and drop off a bunch of stuff from our storage, and now I got to drive into Sacramento for something as small as having my mom make a couple of phone calls for me, since I can no longer use the telephone due to being deaf. I had somebody ask me on Facebook recently what it's like being deaf. I'll just say it sucks. It really does. It fucking sucks. I can't hear myself talking to you. I hope I'm not talking too loud. It's gotten worse. My hearing is degenerated. Went and saw the hearing specialist last week, and she was in an appointment with another patient. So I had the technician take a look at my hearing aids, and she pulled up my history. It looks like I'm gonna go for trying to get my hearing aids rebuilt, but they're over 5 years old, and that's kind of past the lifespan for hearing aids. She thought that would probably be the best route to start, maybe get me by for a little while anyway, but it looks like I'm going to have to buy some new, more powerful hearing aids, and I'm going to start looking into possibly getting cochlear implants, which I really don't want, but I hate even more not being able to hear. So yeah, it sucks. I can't enjoy music like I used to. Music has always been a big part of my life. Anybody that knows me while I'm at work or while I'm, writing, drawing, tinkering, the radio has always been on in the background. Folding clothes, radio is on. Really the only time I don't listen to the radio or to music is if I'm watching something on TV. So I can't do that anymore. The only way I can really enjoy music now is streaming it through my phone, through my hearing aids. So basically my hearing aids are just really, really, really freaking expensive earbuds at this point. But what sucks is I can't understand new music, like new songs and stuff. It's really hard for me to pick up the beat, the words. Like for example, for the longest time, I was listening to Pandora. On whichever station, and there's a song that came up that I really dug. I was able to follow along with it. forget the name of the song, but the phone was always in my pocket, so I never looked at who the artist was. But it's Chris Stapleton. Song will probably pop into my head, but anyways, for the longest time, I thought that was a female singing that song. To me, his voice sounds a lot like Janis Joplin. I honestly didn't know until we were cruising in a car with Katie and that song came on, and I saw on the display screen that it was Chris Stapleton, and I'm like, that's Chris Stapleton? She's like, yeah. I was like, dude, I thought that was a girl the whole time. So it sucks. It's not fun. I hate it. If I was granted one wish, anything at all, I could imagine anything, I would ask to have my hearing back. Communicating with people is unbearable, especially nowadays with everybody wearing a mask, so I can't read their lips. So it sucks. I'll move on from there. With Katie, she's slowly but surely getting better each day. She's getting stronger. A couple of days ago, she was able to go up the ramp and take the step to get into the house. She's getting a lot stronger at standing up on her own. Like yesterday, I really just had my hand on her, but I didn't have to lift her. She's, my hand is just on there just in case she got unstable, but she's standing up by herself, so that's awesome. She's still got to use the walker, but, yesterday, she took her hands off the walker and she was able to stand there for like 10 seconds until she had to stabilize herself to walk. So that's really cool. We got a lot to deal with that, not just with her recovery, but a lot of paperwork that we got to do, paying bills, medical bills, take care of some retirement issues which popped up the day that she went into the hospital. That really sucks. So needless to say, it's been a really rough go for the last few months. But I don't know, I guess that's that on that. So I was kind of kicking around a couple of different stories to tell. I got a lot of stories. I got kind of I guess you could say a colorful past. Unfortunately, there's a lot of violence in it. Not necessarily by my choosing, but just kind of it's kind of how my life goes. I'm always at the wrong place at the wrong time. People always say if it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. But anyway, I'll try to leave out some stuff. This just in case my kids are watching. But I try to leave names and everything out. But welcome to Story Time with Pete. A million years ago, I was back in my 20s. Single guy. Bachelor, partying it up pretty much every night. Going out, having fun, going to work, being responsible, paying bills and whatnot. But there was a lot of fun to be had. And I had it. Anyway, I went out one night, stayed out pretty late, met a girl, so I stayed out even later, or should I say, I stayed out till the early morning, and I made it back home. Crash out in my water bed. Wish I still had that. And my best friend, one of my best friends, lifelong friend, man, damn, we've been going on 35 years or so. He came over to the house, and I mean, I love the guy. You know who you are. I love the guy dearly. But man, I swear he can sell ice to Eskimos, because man, he's talked me into some of the stupidest shit I've ever done. And this is one of those occasions. So he came into my room. It was like, Pete, wake up. I gotta talk to you. I was like, go away, dude. I'm hungover. I'm not in the mood. Dude, just listen to me. So it tells me that there's a stripper that he was dating that he wants to go down to Oakland to this warehouse rave party, and his girlfriend had a picture booth that needed to go down there. So he was like, hey dude, help me load it up in the U-Haul. We'll drive it down there. We'll make a lot of money. We'll have a free party. All the beer you can drink. We'll get a nice hotel room. There'll be girls all over the place. Free beer? Girls? Party? Nice hotel room? Okay, let me drag my ass out of bed. Went and rented a U-Haul. Drove over to the girl he was seeing's house. Loaded it up. She jumped in a car with a couple of friends, I think. And we headed on down to Oakland. I had never been to a rave before. And I've never been back to one, and there's a reason for that. But we drove down. It was the evening. It was dark by the time we got down there. Finally found the event organizers and all that crap. Unloaded the photo booth. Got it all set up. There was no free beer. There was no beer. There was no alcohol. It was a BYOB and leave it in your car type of situation. And we did not BYOB. So I wasn't too happy about that. We ended up making $0.00. It actually cost us money since we had to put cash in the U-Haul. There were no girls. Well, there were a lot of girls at the party, but there was nowhere to, get jiggy with it. And there was no hotel. We ended up, me and my buddy, I brought a sleeping bag and a pillow just in case. I'm just that kind of person. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That sleeping bag and that one pillow saved our ass that night. We ended up sleeping on a furniture moving pad, shared a pillow and shared my sleeping bag, freezing our asses off. Listen to the people banging on the U-Haul and shit. God, it was a horrible night. Woke up the next morning. This part's kind of funny. I wasn't driving, I didn't do it, but it's still funny. Woke up the next morning, and since we had a U-Haul and we're going to Sacramento, a bunch of people wanted us to bring a bunch of extra stuff that other people had brought to take back to Sacramento. So, sofas and some other crap. We didn't have anything but the one strap to strap down the photo booth, so the rest of it was just all kind of thrown back there loose. And there was these two guys that needed to hitch a ride. I don't know what you call them, hippie raver dudes or whatever. Yeah, a little bit on the feminine side. Me and my buddy and the girl, we rode up in the front of the U-Haul. And those two dudes were in the back. This is just a handful of years after the earthquake in San Francisco. Yeah, I leveled all the freeways and everything. Everything was just kind of really toast for years. I mean, the roads in San Francisco suck anyway, or in the Bay Area suck anyway. It doesn't matter earthquake or not. But there's a lot of hills and potholes, detours. My buddy's driving that U-Haul like he would drive a car. and you just hear shit slamming around in the back. Those poor bastards sitting in there in the pitch black, just getting tossed around all over the place. I didn't do it. It wasn't very nice, but it sure as hell didn't stop me from laughing my ass off. Anyway, we got, so it's kind of camping. Sleeping in the back of a U-Haul stealth camping or something. I don't know. Emergency shelter. That was a horrible night, though. Raves. To each their own, whatever floats your boat or whatever, but I've come to the conclusion that they suck. Horribly bad. No fun. I'm not into ecstasy and doing drugs and being all touchy-feely, man. Strangers touching me and shit, man. It pisses me off. Sorry. Anyway, so we made it home. Got unloaded. Buddy dropped me off. I had to work the next day, so I pretty much hit the sack as soon as I got home. So I guess that'll wrap that story up. I got a lot of stories. Try to be careful with what I share. I want to try to keep it as close to family friendly as I can. Try to keep the violence and stuff out, but it is a part of my past and a part of what's molded me into the person that I am today. And I'm not necessarily proud of it, but I'm not ashamed of it either. I'm not a violent person by nature, but I definitely do have anger issues, and something I've been working on lifelong, trying to keep under control, trying to be proactive and keep myself out of situations where I might have to be that guy, and I don't like being that guy. It never ends good for me. So I try to avoid it at all costs. But there are plenty of those stories. Some of them are actually pretty funny. Others are not so much. They're pretty brutal. And so I'll try to shy away from those. If somebody asks for something specific, I can jump into it. But I guess I'll do it for today, guys. At least for now. I got a long drive today, and I haven't put up much content. So I'll probably share another story or two throughout the day. And then upload them over the next couple of days, just try to keep content up. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. I know it's just kind of lame staring at a guy talking to a camera, nothing too exciting. Woo! Traffic behind me, traffic in front of me. Nothing too exciting. Actually, right here. Is this Twin Cities? Actually, right here. Was that Twin Cities? Yeah. At so extension. Last year during the summer, Katie and I decided to take our jet skis from Isleton up to Sacramento on the river, going up the Sacramento River. And we were flying, we were having fun. I hit a freaking monster wake on my ski. And there was a secondary wake behind it. And I was already in the air, so there was nothing to do other than hold on and see how bad I'm gonna crash, or see if I can stick the landing. I stuck the landing, but I broke something on my ski, and I started taking on water. Ski started to sink, so I ended up turning around, tied it up at Garcia Bend. At this point, it was getting into the evening, sun was starting to set, so I jumped on Katie's ski and got at full throttle all the way back to the marina, so I could go pick up her truck, hook up the trailer, come back, grab the ski. At the time, we had 3 jet skis, we had 2 Sea-Doos, and one Polaris, a 4-seater Polaris. The Polaris, it was basically shot. Nobody makes the parts for him anymore. It was going to cost more than the boat was worth to get it repaired, so we ended up just donating it. Did we donate? I don't remember if we donated it or if we just gave it to somebody, but we got rid of it. But that ski was on the trailer, so I drove in, grabbed the trailer. I'm in a rush, it's dark out. I didn't put the pin lock on the hitch, and when I left, the GPS took me a weird way down some back bumpy country roads, and I didn't notice it, but the hitch latch popped up. I stopped and I checked on the chains, and the straps before I got on the freeway, because I could see the jet ski was bouncing a little bit, so I strapped it down, tightened up the ratchet straps, and jumped on the freeway. Right as I got on the freeway, I'm looking in my mirror. A semi moved over one lane so I could merge onto the freeway. Right when I merged onto the freeway, the trailer jumped off of the hitch. The landing gear went into the pavement, and I immediately darted across the freeway out of control right in front of that truck. How that truck did not cream into me, to this day, I still don't understand. I mean, to that driver, to his credit, his alertness, I don't know what he did. I jerked it back across and went across the freeway a couple of times. At one point, I looked in my rearview mirror as I'm coming back this way, and I see the trailer. I see it in the rearview window. I can fully see the entire jet ski. The trailer was up on one wheel. I finally regained control, pulled over, gathered my composure, got the trailer back on the truck, and drove home. So anyway, that'll do it for this story. I guess a couple stories in one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stories. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, share. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'd like to start, get big enough to where I can interact with some of the other, bigger guys, and maybe set up some meet and greets with some of those guys that I've been following for a few years. Some of the guys that have inspired me to kind of start my own channel and start doing camping videos and stuff. My channel is a little bit different. I've seen other channels with guys that have flatbeds and truck campers. I've never seen another channel where somebody had a flatbed truck and a pop-up truck camper. Plenty of other channels out there with pop-ups. But nothing with the flatbed, at least that I'm aware of, there that I've found, with a setup like mine. So it's unique in that sense, and it's also unique in the fact that I want to show people out there, not only that are deaf, but other people out there with other disabilities, that you can still do what you enjoy. You just have to find a way to do it. Different disabilities have different obstacles you would have to overcome. But even if it's not camping, you can still do things. You just got to do them differently. Get creative. Maybe don't think of it so much as a disability, but a different ability. And I think if you approach it from that standpoint, you're going to get a little bit more fulfillment from being able to go out and do the things that you really want to do. If you're blind and you want to learn how to play the piano, think of Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder. If you have cerebral palsy and you want to paint, do it. Art is subjective. So, I don't know. I'm not looking to be like inspirational or anything like that. I just, get out there. Write a book, paint a picture. Go for a walk, go out camping, get out in nature, do what you love. Man, I guess I'll kind of end it there. I can ramble on, but I'll end it there. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Even if you don't like what I'm doing, it'd be awesome if you would still hit the like button. It's free. Hit the subscribe button. You know, you never know. I might pop up with doing something that you might be interested in. I've got a lot of different hobbies and things that I do. Yeah, maybe you'll find something interesting and you know, get a little bit inspiration to try something yourself. You know, like making heart rocks. I do that. I don't do it for money. I do it for pleasure. I've always been into woodworking and stuff like that. So learning how to sculpt rocks into stones is something I enjoy. See, I'm rambling again. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell and everything else that all the other guys say. But I do appreciate you watching. That'll do it for now. Until the next video, peace out.